I'll now focus on IIT JEE because that's what really matters in life. And when I actually gave the paper, I panicked. I was not able to solve the problems. And I was like, I have not accomplished anything good in life. And so I need to do something. And that is how I started my own YouTube channel. Now, when I was making this content on YouTube, right, I used to get a lot of hate. And this hate was basically from people that already knew me from college. This is how I'm able to make 1 lakh per month as a college student working completely from home. And hey everyone, I'm Ishan Sharma. I'm currently 19 years old. I'm in my second year of college pursuing electrical engineering. And I also run a YouTube channel with over 1.3 lakh subscribers. I have my own content creation business called as MarketUp, and I also offer my freelance services to my clients that I'm working with. And on the side, I also like to teach Python to school students. Now, by doing all of these different things, I'm able to make over 1 lakh rupees per month as a 19-year-old student. Now, you might be thinking, how on the earth is that even possible? Well, in today's video, I want to talk about exactly that. I'll be talking about my own journey, and you will also get to know about how you can start making money online as a college student. How can you get these opportunities? How can you work with people that inspire you, and how you can gain these skills? Now, to start everything off, I was born in a small town in Madhya Pradesh called as Khandwa, and I had a really strange schooling time, right? So I used to change my schools every single year. I was in a different school, I was in a different city, and there are definitely a lot of disadvantages to doing this. For example, you cannot build long-lasting friendships with people, but on the other hand, I also learned about how to adapt myself to new situations. And so I've basically done my schooling from a bunch of different cities like Delhi, Mumbai, Hyderabad, Indore, Bhopal, and a bunch of other places. I remember when I was in my 9th grade, I was a lot more into building things. I used to take apart the remote control cars and I used to see what is inside of them. And so I was always interested into engineering and into problem solving. And that day I remember my father was reading the news, and the headline was, "This IIT student made over 1.5 crore package as a fresher right out of college." And that news was crazy to me to imagine that. I had never really imagined that much amount of money. So I was like looking at that, I was just like, oh my God, how is that even possible? And so from there onwards, I was like, I am into problem solving, I am into engineering. And so why not try to get into these elite institutions, right? Why not try to get into these colleges? So that's what I did. I told my parents I'm going to get into my IITs, and for that I realized that for doing so I need to qualify for this exam called as IIT JEE, Joint Entrance Exam. To do that, I had to start preparations, and a lot of people were starting to prepare right from their 7th, 8th and 9th grade as well. But I was confident that I can get in an IIT even if I start preparing from my 11th grade. And then my 10th grade started. I used to have this really hectic schedule in which I would have to go to the school, then get back at 4 o'clock from the school, then go to the coaching institute at 4:30, and then get back at about 9 o'clock at the night. This was hectic for me. I had never really experienced something like this before. I was admitted into this coaching institute so that I can prepare for the NTSE examinations, and I prepared a lot. I tried my best. Now fast forward to my NTSE exams. I gave the NTSE exam and I missed it by 2 marks, right? So I was quite bummed because of this, but I was like, no problem, I'll now focus on IIT JEE because that's what really matters in life. And so I got into another coaching institute when I was in my 11th and 12th grade. We moved to Delhi and I started preparing for my IIT JEE exam. I prepared as much as I could and I had some great teachers. I learned as much as possible. I realized that I was not so good at solving problems in a small amount of time. If you give me enough time, I will get the solution of the problem, but in a very small duration of time, that was a little bit hard for me. And I think that is really important when you are into a competitive exam like JEE. So after my 12th boards, I gave my JEE exam, and I remember the JEE mains exam, I was able to clear that very well. Then came the JEE Advance. JEE Advance is the most important thing. I had prepared for this from the last 2 years. I had lost 20 kgs of weight just so that I can prepare for this exam, just so that I can get into these IITs. And when I actually gave the paper, I panicked. I was not able to solve the problems. I got a couple of questions wrong, and then I was just like, I would just not be able to solve this paper, right? And so when I was returning back to my home, I knew that I would not be able to make it to the top of the IITs. I thought maybe I could get into the lower, newer IITs. And so I get back home and I was like, I have not accomplished anything good in life. And so I need to do something that moves me. I need to do something that inspires me to do something. And the IIT JEE motivation was all gone. I remember I used to listen to a lot of different motivational videos every single day so that I could feel pumped up. I could study for longer hours. But once the JEE exam was done, I was at my home and all the pressure was relieved. The last 3 years I've been preparing for this and the pressure was completely off for me now. And that is when I picked up my laptop and I started learning Python. Now this, I think, was a monumental shift in the life that I was having at that point in time. I had never really had the freedom to do whatever I wanted to. I was confined into physics, chemistry, mathematics, and that is what basically ruled my life for the last 3-4 years. And then I also gave my BITSAT exam that would basically get me admissions into BITS Pilani and other campuses. And I was fortunate enough to get electrical engineering at BITS Pilani Goa campus. Now, when I got to my college, I realized that a lot of people around me were just chilling. They were doing whatever they wanted to. Someone was going off to the beaches in Goa and just chilling over there. Some people were just hanging around, making girlfriends and all. And so I was like, I cannot waste the time that I have right now. I have already missed my chance to get into the premier institutes, the IITs. I already missed my NTSC examination, could not qualify for that. And so I always had this fire in my belly to do something, right? Once I got into my college, I started learning more and more about programming. I built some great projects using Python. And then I went into machine learning and data science. I built some great models. And then I realized that in order for me to learn even more, I'll have to go into the research aspect of machine learning. And I wanted to explore a lot of different things. That is what college is basically all about. So I stopped machine learning and I went into learning web development. I spent a lot of time learning about HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and that is basically what I did. Then came my winter vacations. Okay, I came back from the colleges to my home, and that is when I had the freedom to learn about different things in life. And that is when I encountered something called as content creation or social media marketing. Before this, I had no prior experience to social media marketing. I didn't even have a Instagram account. I didn't have a Facebook account. And I was solely focused on the IIT and getting over there. But once I learned about what content creation is and how this has changed lives of so many different people, I started getting into this. On the 15th of December 2019, I made my Instagram account and I started working on my own content. Now, I was also learning video editing on the side. I used to make these short clips in which I used to talk about whatever it is that I have learned in video editing, and I used to make some great clips. Now, fast forward to me getting into my second semester of my first year of college. That is when I realized that in my own college, I have a lot of different people that are doing some amazing work in their lives. Some people were getting their internships at Harvard, someone was working on their own research paper, someone was working on their own startups, they were getting funded, and some people were getting their jobs at Google, Amazon, Microsoft. And so I was like, I am in this group of people that are doing some amazing work for the country and for themselves. And so it would be great if I can talk to them and I can learn about how did they create these opportunities for themselves. And I can also record this conversation that we were having, right? Again, I was into content creation. So this is what I did. I started interviewing a bunch of people who were in my own college, started learning from them. How did you do this? How did you get this opportunity? Now, my goal was to get in front of as many people as possible. I had learned about podcasting and I thought it would be a great thing to start a podcast. I did that in 2020 and I started uploading episodes on Spotify and like Apple Podcasts and a bunch of other places. I realized that not many people in India know about podcasting. I went up to a friend of mine and I said, hey bro, I have a podcast, listen to it. And he was like, podcast kya hota hai? And so I realized that I had to get in front of more people, and to do that, I had to go to YouTube. And that is how I started my own YouTube channel. 5th January 2020 was that date. And that is when I started putting out these long form conversations in video format. Now, when I was making this content on YouTube, right, I used to get a lot of hate. And this hate was basically from people that already knew me from college. And what I realized very early on in this content creation process is that whenever you try to create something and do something that is different, there will always be people that would want to put you down, that would want to get in front of you and say mean things so that you can stop doing the work that you are doing and you can get to their own level. They do that because they cannot raise themselves to your level, and the only way for them to satisfy their ego is to put you down. That is what I realized early on, and I stopped focusing on the naysayers. I stopped focusing on the people that were hating on the content I created, and I focused solely on building great content that would bring value to the customers and to the audience that I have. I realized that in order for me to be successful, I need to have the patience, because on the content game, the more time you give to it, the better your chances are of making it big. And so I kept at it. I made over 80 videos in 180 days, and that is how I got monetized on YouTube. I still remember the date was 17th of June 2020. That was when I got the first paycheck from Google, and that was of $1. I made $1 on that particular day. And that is how my online income journey started. That is the first income source that I created. That was my own YouTube channel. Now, doing YouTube was mainly for helping people out. The byproduct of that was making income on this YouTube channel. Now I started putting out a lot of different videos. I realized that I can also start talking to the camera and I can improve my communication skills. In fact, this was the biggest problem with me. I was not able to communicate properly, and I was just not a good communicator. Whenever I used to go to someone, whenever I used to start talking, I would stutter at times and I would not be able to articulate myself properly. Now, moving on, I started putting out a lot of content. I started networking with a lot of people using LinkedIn. I wrote my own book on LinkedIn, and I started reaching out to as many people as possible using LinkedIn and email. And that is how I started getting my own freelancing clients. These people wanted me to help them out with their social media strategy. Now, moving on, I also got to work at a Bitsian startup in my own college, and I'm super grateful for being able to do that. I was working on the growth strategies, and so that enabled me to learn even more about how to grow a startup, how to get more users for the startup. So that was really interesting. Moving on, what happened is that I was getting a ton of requests from clients saying that help us out with this, help us out with that, and I was just not having the bandwidth to being able to do so. So what I did instead is I built this marketing agency called as MarketUp, in which I would have my own roommate from college, Saransh, and we would work on the content of other startups. We hired people from my own YouTube channel that were excited to work on these projects, doing video editing, doing graphic design, doing Facebook ad campaigns, and so much more. I was also working on my own freelance clients, and that was the second source of income that I had. I still remember the second source of income as a freelancer. I got around, I think, 8,000 rupees in August or something. That helped me understand the concept of freelancing and how powerful freelancing can be for anyone out there, be it in college or outside as well. I started working on my own startup. I started getting more and more clients, and in just the first 2 months, we had 5 clients. We were working with 5 clients. We were helping them with their own content strategy. And then I also realized that the audience that I had on YouTube, all of them wanted to get freelance work. All of them had some skill or the other, and they wanted to work with clients. I used to get tons of emails from people saying that I want to work on this, I have this skill, let me work for free, I would love to work with you. And so I thought, let me create this freelance community, and that is what we are working on right now, to build the biggest freelance community of India and to empower the youth to learn a skill and to learn how to sell it to people as well. This is basically what my end goal has always been, to empower the youth, to help other people, to spread awareness about different careers, to alternate career paths that they can take. This is the story of how I was able to build all of these different income sources for me, and I'm super grateful for how things have turned out, and I'm really excited for what is to come in the future. Now, just to conclude, for all of you people wondering how can you start making money online, how can you create these opportunities for your own self, from my own experience, the first source of income for me was content creation, going out there on YouTube, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, talking to people, emailing people, networking with people, building a strong network. They say it so well, your network is your net worth. You need to really focus on talking to people, understanding their pain points, and then trying to sell services that would bring value to their own lives. That was the whole idea of building MarketUp. Now, content creation has always been great because you actually provide value to people and they learn a lot from you, and that helps you to monetize this attention at the same time. Now, you can do that through ads, you can do that through sponsorships, you can do that through creating your own intellectual property like merchandise, or you trying to provide real value to your own audience. This is how you can start monetizing content creation. Moving on to the second one would be freelancing. Before you start freelancing, you need to learn a particular skill. So focus a lot more on learning skills and not so much about earning in the beginning at least. But once you have the skill, try to get as many freelancing clients as possible. I was able to charge very low when I was just starting out. I used to charge 5,000 rupees per month for working as an intern at a startup. I did that only because I wanted to learn about what is it like to work at a startup. You can do the same thing, work with as many people as possible, network as much as possible, and you will be able to make a lot more than you would ever imagined at a particular job. The third and last source of income that you can get started with would be to build your own business. Naval Ravikant says it well: in order for you to create wealth in your own life and for the people that you're working with, you need to have a business and you need to have an equity in that business. So start to think about how can you provide some services to people, how can you provide products to people that will bring value to their own lives. So that's it, guys. I hope you got to learn something from this video. Let me know in the comment section what do you think about this. This is how I'm able to make 1 lakh per month as a college student working completely from home, and I hope you got to learn something from this as well. Thank you for watching. I will see you again in another video.
You just heard the story of someone who overcame all hurdles and succeeded in their career. The truth is that in today's time, if you have the right amount of will and determination, then there are a lot of necessary tools and resources available to help you succeed in your career. I am here to present to you one such tool, Apna app, India's leading professional networking platform which helps you with your career and job search. More than 85 lakh people across India have used this app and succeeded in their careers. So why are you not availing its benefits? You can apply for jobs directly on Apna app without any fee or payment. You can directly contact organizations and schedule an interview for yourself. You can start networking through their groups and connections features. Also, you can share an update about your work on the app and take help and guidance from lakhs of professionals from across your field. Moreover, you can get your work-related queries and questions answered on Apna app. So, what are you waiting for? Click on the link in the description box below, download Apna app and succeed in your career. Apna app is available in Ahmedabad, Bengaluru, Chandigarh, Delhi NCR, Hyderabad, Jaipur, Kanpur, Kolkata, Ludhiana, Lucknow, Mumbai, Pune, Ranchi, Surat, and soon we will be available in other cities as well.